will see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
At the 30.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 96 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, this one caught by Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Good. Makes the score, Cardinals 3, Eagles nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Preparing for this game, watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Take it at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And an Eagle.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They fell last week at the hands of the Washington football team, but they've got the lead right now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wentz going to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. He was chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's go. Right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And down he'll go at the 25.
A gain of 9 brings up
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Murray's pass.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still do.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Larson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to find his man out of the back. Here, as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
To number 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A final shot before half for Wentz. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
6.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Eagles 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Taylor on the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't handle.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And an Eagle 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Isaiah Simmons
Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
16.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure... Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Oh, it don't matter.
And the ball is knocked out. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on 4.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over, and the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Murray's pass intercepted.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He was taken down.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Sanders.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That's to his running back, complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Oh, good. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia defense now as they head back onto the field. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good mood.
They'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.